I just flew across the country to get my old childhood GameCube games and systems, and lo and behold, there was a few nice surprises. Let's get into it. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Media. Today, we're going to be doing a video showing everything I got from my trip visiting family. So, I knew I had some stuff, like, burrowed under the house in the crawl space, but I didn't know what exactly. I knew there was a decent amount of GameCube stuff, and that was basically the extent of it. I had long forgotten what has been under there. It's been like 2 years since I visited my family, so most of the stuff that I wanted, I actually got when I moved. Like, all my PS2 games and stuff got shipped over, and, you know, my Pokemon cards, most of the main stuff. However, the GameCube, at some point, I had let my little sister have, I guess. So it became a whole thing. I traded her some stuff for it. I'm going to make her a little package of PS3 games because she's been playing the PS3 recently, I guess. But we made a trade. We got it all out, sorted out here. So I got all my stuff back. And along with that, some other stuff that I did not actually own. Some stuff that they got for her because my little sister's like 11 years old. Stuff for her. Some other random stuff that I just didn't even know existed. So yeah, really happy with the trip. Of course, obviously visiting family for the first time since COVID started basically was obviously very nice. Shout out. I assume some of y'all are watching this. But let's get into what I got. So I have a pretty hefty stack of GameCube games as well as mostly consoles. Consoles I didn't even know existed in that house, to be completely honest with you. Starting with this is something that was definitely hers. They definitely got this for her for Christmas or something, and she didn't play it, so I was like, I'll take that. A PlayStation Classic, in a complete in box. Not the best condition box, because it was under the house, in storage or whatever, but I never had a PS Classic, and I thought this was sick. Now, I got excited, because they were also like, oh, well, she has the NES Classic, too. It turned out it was one of those, like, Dollar General off-brand ones, but funnily enough, I guess they also got this one at Dollar General. That's why they thought the Nintendo one would be official. So I got super excited because at some point I had sold my NES Classic like the year it came out. So it would have been nice to get that, but I left that little, you know, knockoff one for her to keep playing, even though it sounds like she didn't play with any of this stuff like ever. So yeah, PS1 Classic. I think these at one point were super cheap, which is probably when they got it. My family got it. However, I think they've gone up a decent amount, well, at this point as well. So cool to have. I know this is not the most favorite of the classic consoles, but still nice to have in the collection. I regretted not getting it when it was, you know, $15, $30. So cool to have that. More random stuff here. I remember getting this. I don't know when. It's just a Game Boy Advance. Cool little carrying pouch. Really not much to it. It's really just, there's no like slots for games or anything. You just throw it all in there and then that's it. But it's always nice to have some of this. Is officially Nintendo. It has the I love the hard to see there. It says Nintendo on the zipper, which is nice. Another random bag. If you guys can figure out what this is from, let me know. My assumption was that it was like from some sort of card game set. I don't remember getting this, but it is a Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver drawstring bag. When I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, yoink, I want that. So yeah, I don't know what this came from. I don't think it was like a pre-order bonus or anything. I don't remember. I don't remember where I got this as a kid. And it might even have been my brother's, honestly. But alas, it is mine now. Not in the best condition. Reeks of under-house swampy smell, but alas. Let's get into some consoles. So this is the first time I've ever checked a bag. I just wanted to get all of this now. I did have to leave a PS2. There was some other stuff I wanted to grab too, but I just couldn't fit it. I had the Last Guardian Collector's Edition in that big box. I had to leave that. So next trip I'll definitely be getting that stuff. But this black Xbox 360 is the one I grew up on. Well, I had the arcade, you know, bundle that they did in like 2010 or whatever with it was white. That's all I really remember. That's where I played, you know, I think it came with the Sonic Sega Sports tennis game. But at some point my mom got this. There also was the Kinect there, but I have a Kinect, so I left that. Maybe I'll grab that again next time I go. Main reason I grabbed this, as well as a couple of these other consoles, not because I don't have these. I have like three 360s at my house now from thrifting. I honestly just want to open this up and see if there's a game inside of it, because I feel like there's a good chance there is. So maybe I'll do a short on that, on all the consoles, you know. Is there games in these old consoles? And with that said, two other consoles. I didn't even know I had these. So I knew there was one of them. So that's two Wiis. We have two white busted up Wiis. This one, yeah, this one right here. This is the one that we got in like 2006, the family. I think it was technically my brother's Wii, but obviously he doesn't care about it anymore. This is the first Wii I modded, so I'm curious to boot this up and see, you know, if it has my old homebrew and stuff on it. Once again, curious to see if there's a disc in there. I'm trying to see here. I don't know if you can really see inside of these to see if there's a disc. I don't see anything though. But yeah, white Wii, and then I don't know. where the second white Wii came from. I honestly have no idea. But more Wiis, and they're both the GameCube model, which is nice. Makes it a little bit more streamlined to play my GameCube games, especially because, set those down here, I got 2 GameCubes as well. I did not know there was 2 GameCubes at that house. I thought there was 1. And this is where, like, the whole thing with my sister got a little squirrely, because I didn't know. I guess my parents had found one at a yard sale for her with some games, and they were under the impression they were using the one they found. What actually happened was, I think the one they found, this one, is broken. I think this is broken. So I just told her before I moved that she could use mine, which is this one. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked out. I still need to test these. Maybe they both don't work. I don't know. But yeah, 2 silver GameCubes. This one definitely has some yellowing. This is the one that's mine, I believe. So this one has some yellowing. But hopefully I can get them all fixed up and see if they work. I do have all the wires. I'm not going to bother showing all that. But they all have the wires, which is very nice. No games inside of them. Actually, wait. I don't think that's true. Yeah, this one has... We have Medal of Honor Frontline for GameCube. Cool. More GameCube games. Not that I'm a fan of blue stuff. So that's cool. As well as, here's my original Grody purple controller. Look at that stick. Look at that stick. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's the controller I used as a kid, so I'll be curious to see if that thing still works. And then, as well as that, we had 2 of these GameStop nasty controllers. I just grabbed them because I was like, why not? I might as well. A couple of handheld consoles. So, this one was my brother's, I believe, growing up. It's just a regular GBA Advance, or yeah, GBA. It's pretty busted up, missing the back plate, missing it's grody, it's scratched up, but figured I'd grab it. And then this one, I believe, was one of my older sisters, because I had the silver SP, but this is a red one. As you can see, I don't know what happened. It's super scratched on the front, but I remember having this one as a kid, playing it a lot, and at some point, all the video game stuff kind of just got inherited to me at a certain point from my siblings, because they didn't really care about it. And then I don't know why this game is in there, Deer Hunter, for Game Boy Color. So fun little GBA or Game Boy Color there. And then the final console, if I can grab it here. This is one I was super excited to see, because I had forgotten that I forgot that I had this. I don't know why. It wasn't even on my mind. It wasn't on my radar when I visited the family. This N64. Now, it is very dirty. I need to clean all this stuff up, of course. I could not find this cord right here, the main power cord, which is disappointing. I know the AV cords are the same between N64 and GameCube, so I'm excited to see if this still works. I don't have many N64 games to check out anymore, so pretty cool. I now have one of every Nintendo home console, if you count that broken SNES I found at the bins a few weeks ago. There was some other stuff there at the house, of course. USB Wii U GameCube adapter, random Switch controller thing. So I grabbed as much as I could. And then also, before we get to the games, there was a couple other things. Oh, here's some, of course, there was memory cards for the GameCube. This, I think, is an Elgato wire. I feel like I needed this for something at one point, so I grabbed it. Oh, here we have a Wii U stand. I didn't have that here. Just a bunch of random stuff, a random Joy-Con trap, random stuff. But I figured I should go and grab it. Now, this was heartbreaking. This was heartbreaking. I did not... Okay. At some point, I told my mom to ship everything to me. So she shipped all my Amiibo and all my Pokemon cards and all that stuff to me. I guess she had just missed these in the tote at the underneath the house. So no fault on her. But these definitely, I guess, got damaged over the course of time. When I put them in there, they were fine. They were completely fine condition. But I guess just sitting underneath the house with like moisture buildup, and I don't know. It's not a good place to keep your stuff. Anyway, I have 2 Amiibo here. This one's really damaged. Corrin, as you can see though, it is basically open. So I think I might have this though here. I need to look through my Amiibo and see if I have this. Very dirty box though. And this is the one I was sad about, because after she sent all those Amiibo over, I was like, I feel like I'm missing Ridley. Well, here's my Ridley Amiibo. It's fine. It's creased, whatever. I'm obviously happy to find these. But just a little sad to see the condition, because I am an inbox collector. But yeah, that's it for all the non-games, like video game stuff. I do have a fat pile of GameCube games to get through though, which is the main reason I even went there. More than I expected. So, let me say this, guys. When I was younger, I sold almost everything that I owned to GameStop for more games. I'm pretty sure a majority of my GameCube collection went towards my 3DS purchase in 2011. So, bad mistake there. However, luckily, Well, luckily, I only sold the good stuff. I only sold the stuff that was worth money in 2011. I'm talking Melee, I'm talking Sunshine, I'm talking, you know, the Zeldas, Mario sports games, stuff like that, Mario Party. I sold that stuff, which sucks. It would have been so cool to come home and get all those games. However, I did not sell the shovelware or the random third-party games, so there are some cool games from my childhood in here that I'm obviously very happy to have, as well as some games that I guess my mom and stepdad thrifted at certain points when they found that GameCube that I mentioned earlier. So the best game in here was from that. I did not actually have this as a kid, but alas, we have a hefty stack of GameCube games. My GameCube collection has officially gotten good. So let's just start from the bottom here. Starting with, I think this might be a game they thrifted, because I guarantee I would have sold this at the time. We have Player's Choice Super Mario Sunshine. Very happy to have this. It is not complete, but I will take it. I will always take a Super Mario Sunshine. Also, aren't Player's Choice games yellow for the disc? So does that mean this is a regular disc? That might be. I might be able to buy a case for that and just make it complete, and then have Mario Sunshine in the collection. So obviously cool to have that. This is one I actually bought from a local game store in like 2015, 2016. Wave Race Blue Storm for $5 back then. I think it goes for like 20 to 30 now, so cool to have that. This is one I think one of my sisters brought for my little sister when she found out she had a GameCube, but I'm glad to have it because I actually played this game on DS, SpongeBob Creature from the Krusty Krab. I'm sure it's a completely different game from the one I played on DS, but fun little nostalgic trip right there. Now, this is the first Resident Evil game I played as a kid, so Resident Evil 0, and this, of course, is the 2-disc combo. Missing the manual, sadly. But this is the first Resident Evil game I ever played. This is my copy. I think it was technically one of my older sisters, but, you know, it all got inherited by me. I'm the gamer, all right? But yeah, Resident Evil 0, stoked to have this in the collection. And then it gets better. So these next two were thrifted, I believe, by my mom at a yard sale or something. So Resident Evil, the regular one, not super valuable, I don't think, but once again, super cool to have. Look at that GameStop $12.99 sticker. And then the big boy, half the reason I even like wanted to get all this stuff and make this video, bam, Resident Evil 3 and Nemesis, baby. I never played the original Resident Evil 3. I only played the remake. But this game goes for quite a bit now, so I was super, super happy to go home and get this. It is nice and complete as I'm dropping all these games here. Oh, God. I dropped the disc. Well, I'll get that later. Dropping the very expensive game. So yeah, that was super sick. That's probably the best game in this whole lot of stuff I moved across the country. More stuff. Random sports games, like I said, and shovelware. So we have NBA Street Volume 2. I think this game also might be going up in value. I know the NFL Street games are, I believe. So people are nostalgic for those older sports games, EA big sports games. This is a classic right here from Russia with Love. I used to play this a lot with my brother. Another classic. I love this game. Rampage Total Destruction. I played the hell out of this on the GameCube. I also have it on Wii, I think. Then we have SSX Tricky. This was my first SSX game. Fantastic game. The case is pretty dang musty, but that's fine. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Here's a fun one. Series of Unfortunate Events. All the siblings. I have 4 siblings. We all love this game growing up, so fun to have that. I think, yeah. So we had it at some point. I think we had it on PS2. I think that's where it was, but I bought it at a Second in Charles local booking media store for $6, I guess, at some point. Army Men Sarge's War. This was not one of mine, but of course I'm going to take it. Okay, this is interesting. So it's Madden 06, which is nothing, right? But it has this, as you can see here, this big pamphlet that at first I thought was the manual, but it's not the manual because look how big it is. It would not fit in the manual slot. I don't know what's up with this. It says exclusive NFL license. Players and construction booklet. Why is it so big? I don't know. If you guys know what's up with this Madden 06 manual, let me know, because I think it is. Yeah, it looks actually, yeah, the regular manual says that as well. Exclusive NFL license. So I don't know what's going on with that. I thought it was interesting. But a few more games here. I actually like this game quite a lot. I would love to get Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2. Actually, no, you know what? I have Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I found it at the bin. So the Tony Hawk collection is growing. I have Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, kind of the evolution of Underground. Not as good, but still pretty fun. And then 2 more games here. X-Men Legends. And finally, Tom Clancy Ghost Recon 1, I guess. Just the first Ghost Recon. So there you guys have it. That is all the stuff I managed to scrounge up in my mom's basement when I visited home this past week. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun visiting, of course. Got some goodies. Excited to... I have a full GameCube collection now. I'm set, dude. I have some good stuff because I'm looking over. I got my Shrek 2. I got my Barnyard that I thrifted. Scooby-Doo. And then, of course, stuff like Paper Mario and Wind Waker. Of course, all that stuff was thrifted. I'm almost going to count this as thrifting because, like, it doesn't even count at this point. Most of it actually was thrifted technically through my mom. So, interesting stuff there. PS Classic, super cool to have all these consoles. I need to test these GameCubes and those Wiis. See if there's games inside the Wiis and 360, of course. See if that N64 works. But there you guys have it. That is everything I found. If you enjoyed this video, please do not hesitate to share it around, subscribe, like it, all that fun stuff. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at BotoxMedia. Join the Discord. Link to that is in the description. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.